last we left off,
Hi.
our party was informed after rushing Master Vantis to the infirmary that due to some altercation with whatever creature they found down in the archives, he has lost his memory. In concern for their safeties, Master Gaia and the other masters have determined that it would be safer for our party to remain on campus and provided them with a new dorm. We got to experience Zen's abode as well as Faye's before
crusty apartment.
heading over to I believe it's Twilight Town, right, Nessa? Where we got to meet Nessa's mother, and for the first time our two boys have gotten an actual homemade meal.
Ooh.
Nutrition.
Practically started crying right there.
Yeah. Gathering their things, they were escorted via Chatrithy over to the dorms, where they've each claimed their own room and began to sort of settle in when they received a text from Master Roxas to meet them. Or no, it was Master Gaia. A text from Master Gaia to meet in the hangar. And that's where we left off.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna keep, of all people, Master Gaia waiting. So the moment I get that text, my ass is out the door. I'm leaving.
Right.
Once Nessa hears that Faye is like scrambling, she's like, okay. And so she starts getting herself ready for the day, even though, yeah, she's like, oh, text from Gaia, cool. But she takes her time.
Mind you, this is already about 6 in the evening.
Oh, this is same day. This is
same day.
morning.
This is
Yeah,
same day.
Time has not passed.
Yeah, we booking it.
Alright. You guys
Dragging Nessa along.
from the Super Swamp Bros. You guys make your way over to the hangar. It's a little bit of a doozy actually getting there. At some point, Chatrithy is like, "Come on, this way!" and leads you guys down to down this like almost maze of staircases until you guys reach this large, weirdly underground hangar. There's a lot of moving machinery and not a whole lot of actual ships that you would expect. You look around and you eventually you locate Master Isaac, and he seems to be speaking to a few individuals that you recognize.
Oh, no.
You see Matthew.
Oh, okay.
Matthew's cool.
You see... Hang on, let me pull up my list. Because I need to remember who I paired with who.
I have a sneeze coming, and it's just waiting for the worst moment.
You... Alright. You see Matthew Romnick,
Oh, poor Matthew.
Quartz,
Oh.
and Liza.
Oh.
Nessa gives a small wave to all of them, including Romnick.
They don't see you just yet, but Isaac does see you guys. Gives you a quick wave before seeming to say one last thing to the group, and the three that seem to be the three princesses make their way further into the hangar, and him and Matthew start walking up to you guys.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey guys, rough day.
Ew.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of gives you a look like you can see like his face is like, are they asking me to tell about my day, or are they be? Oh, they're it's
a hard day too.
It's a turn of phrase. Got it. You can see like this mixture of emotions pass over his face.
I love him. I love him so much.
And or sorry, I totally messed up there. I said the party was Quartz, Romnick, and Liza. It's I apologize. I just woke up from a nap. Starting the game right after that. Not a good idea.
You're fine. You're fine.
You're not forgiven. How could you have done this?
I don't have.
I mean, how could you?
Me violently correcting my notes.
Yeah, it's great when I have so many NPCs that I can't remember the name of the NPCs.
Need a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
I have a spreadsheet. Who are we looking for?
The one with the
Keyblade description.
Keyblade that has basically cure on a stick. Did I name her Birch?
Birch.
Or Briar?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if I named her Birch or Briar, so I didn't want to say either one. Okay, yeah. So it is Birch, Romnick, and Quartz.
Okay.
I'm going to write this for everyone, not just myself.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you.
Yeah. Isaac approaches with Matthew and thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course. What's going on?
Well, your mission is going to be starting soon. We
Great.
wanted to go over a few things before you headed out. For starters, we need to figure out how you're going to head out. Matthew.
Nessa's just hopping up and down excitedly. She's just so ready to go.
Matthew, if you can, and he goes, oh, yeah, right. And he pulls out this, he grabs this case that is strapped over his shoulder and swings it forward and opens it up, and you guys see a number of gummy blocks.
What are those?
Nessa immediately snatches it and looks at it with wonder.
Well, there's a multitude. So if you're grabbing it first, Nessa, I need you to roll me
Oh no, my dice.
I need you to roll me a d20.
I'll be right back.
D20.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 16.
A 16? Okay, let me count again. Alright. Let me pull up the image for this. Oh, this is a perfect one.
Oh.
So, Isaac looks down and that's the one that you want to grab? So the one you want to use?
Yes, master. Yeah.
Okay, that works. And he kind of points over to an empty hanger spot. You want to open it up?
Cool.
Just
And
toss it. Just toss it.
And so she just immediately just throws it as hard as she can.
And falling, or you toss it, just pitcher style, wind up and throw, and as it hits the ground with a flash of light, appears a gummy ship.
Ooh.
It is the Ixion gummy ship.
Ooh.
I'll be posting that also in the Discord for you guys.
Yay.
That is strangely
It's a gummy
appropriate.
Yeah,
I know.
Lightning bolt in the back.
It's a good ship, rather strong. That is actually the front.
Back.
The lightning bolts in the front. Yeah.
It's a Corinne.
Don't worry about not being able to see things in front of that giant lightning bolt. It's usually you just go off of whatever the sensors say. Also, we understand none of you have gummy ship experience.
Nessa is just beaming with pride and is just like admiring this monstrosity of a gummy ship, and she's just like, I love it so much. And she immediately runs over and like starts to
if we
pet
don't have
it.
flying experience, who's piloting that thing?
You are going to be assigned your own pilot.
Not Chatworthy, right? No offense,
cool.
Chatworthy.
And he places his hand on Matthew's shoulder. And
Awesome.
Matthew jumps and he's like, or he doesn't exactly jump, but he's like, yeah, we need to figure out who you're gonna, we got to pick the best pilot for you. Each team has their own specialities and whatnot, and Matthew, and you need to have specifications designed for each Matthew, and going off of each of your own individual personalities. Matthew, yes? You're their pilot. What? He just looks up to his dad, looks at you guys, looks back up at his dad, looks at you guys.
Well, that's certainly better than Chatworthy. So
Nessa's just grinning from ear to ear. Matthew's coming with us on our adventure!
If you look over at Nessa, you actually see kind of almost imitation style Chatworthy's also patting the the gummy ship.
I love Chatworthy. He has 0 brain cells. I love him so much.
Oh, I always love Chatworthy.
He's just mimicking. I love it. It's so cute.
But when do you find you would be your best time to start your mission? We can start within the week, or sooner if you so wish.
Nessa's like, she wants to go right now. She wants to leave right this instant. She's like so ready to go.
After today's issues, we probably should take a day to rest, but I'm willing to head out as soon as possible as well, but we should take at least a day to rest, Nessa.
And you see this look of like she's thinking about it, and then her face suddenly drops and she's like, yeah, you're probably right. And she's starting to tear up a little bit, but she's like, it's okay. And then she looks back at the ship, pets it, and it's like, I will be back for you, my pretty.
Oh man.
Yes.
Perfect.
Now,
It's just
And then,
chaos.
yeah.
now, if you want to eventually, upgrade your ships and whatnot, you're more than welcome to. It does cost money, but we can get that set up for you.
I don't think that'll be
We
too
need it.
necessary.
Yeah, I don't think it should be necessary either right now.
No, not right away. It's trust me. This is just a beginner class to get you to and from.
Shuttle, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we can get you settled in, and you may want to go over some things with your new pilot. Kind of looks down over at Matthew again, who's still absolutely lost for words.
Processing.
Yeah, he's
Great.
processing. And you can see he's sort of mumbling to himself, and you catch little things like, gonna need to pack my lab, and who's gonna watch the Moogles, and all, just kind of like going through his brain.
Oh, he's actually thinking about like what a responsible person should be doing. Spot on. Good for him.
He's probably the ounce of responsibility within this party.
Woo!
But well, the sooner you need to go, probably would be best in the morning.
Right.
Again, there is no rush to get started. We just, within the week, should probably be best.
Right.
All right. Within the week it is.
I understand.
Matthew, you gonna show us the gummy shit?
Oh, yeah, I can show you guys what's up with it. We can hang on. And he starts like panic taking off the case and handing it over to his dad. Do you need me for anything else? He's no. That was it. We've gotten everyone else. Be safe. Okay. I will. Don't worry.
And then Nessa just kind of goes over to Matthew and looks up at Isaac and is like, "We'll take good care of him. He'll be with us. It'll be great."
I'm more worried
Nessa, that
about.
does not instill confidence.
I fully believe
And she's
you
just
will.
smiling anyway.
I fully believe you will take care of him. It's him taking care of you guys that I'm worried about. That's
He like crosses his
That's
arms
really-
and looks at Master Isaac a little bit.
it's really mean,
Squints.
Dad.
He kept us safe when we had to go on an extremely dangerous mission. I trust him much more than you're giving him credit.
I'm just picking on him.
So
He-
the ship.
And Nessa just
And he turns around.
Yeah,
He walks to the ship.
Matthew and Isaac give each other a hug, and Isaac offers his hand. Now, since Zen is the only one that's there, offers his hand over to Zen.
I shake it.
I heard about Vansis. My condolences. We'll figure out what's going wrong with him, okay?
Yeah. I trust you will.
Smiles and waves at everyone and heads out of the hangar. In the meantime, Matthew
Go
begins.
2 seconds without talking about my dad being brain dead.
Balin's already trying to find his way inside. He's like trying to climb in.
Yeah, Matthew.
Yeah, Nessa's trying to find her way in too.
Matthew's walking over as you guys are kind of like climbing up the sides of this gummy ship. He's like, "Hey guys!"
Yeah?
Yeah?
As you guys look over, you see he puts his hand up against the side in a very particular way, and like a hatch opens up down below. Down here,
Oh, it's
Nessa immediately
under.
hops off and like zooms underneath into the ship.
it's almost like a elevator like lift up into from the bottom of the ship, and leads you guys into the belly of the ship. The ship seems a little bit bigger on the inside than it does outside. There's it's sort of like a little common room with a kitchenette. Has like a 4 hanging cots, hammock style cots, a couch, a fridge that seems to be stocked with some non-perishables, and then like a little staircase that leads up to the bridge. And what it's weird because from this image, or from this visage, as you guys sit down in like your chairs, or like if you're standing around looking around the cabin, you can't see the giant lightning bolt in front of you. It's gone. It's disappeared. You can see everything around you in like a 360 view perfectly.
Oh, I'm totally looking out and just observing everything with just guys, I am so ready. Can we just go now? Can we just please go now? This is so cool.
I still need to get used to the controls for this ship, but
Nessa, you are the only one who got sleep last night.
Oh, and then Nessa is like, "Oh,
did
sorry.
something happen? Everything okay?"
It will be
This is
eventually.
Matthew.
It will be.
Classified.
Okay. Right. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure. Well, I look forward to working with you guys.
Nessa just gives him a really encouraging smile and a thumbs up, and you'll do great. It'll be great. This is gonna be a great trip. You're gonna do great.
I can't think of a person I'd rather have as our pilot, huh?
Right? I agree with Faye.
He
Oh, yeah.
kind of just bashfully, like, he's scratching the back of his head, blushing a little bit, like, "Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm not the most experienced, but I have flown quite a bit, just never off planet, so it's going to be a little bit new to me myself."
I just don't
You know,
think
you have more experience than us, so she gives another thumbs up.
Chatworthy just pats him on the like knee because that's as high as he can go, and "Don't worry, kiddo. I can't die. It's fine."
Everything.
Some of us can.
What?
And then Nessa picks up Chatrathi and just gives him a noogie.
Ah,
You're silly.
hey!
We die too. We can die, not you. You're silly.
That hurts.
And then she stops the noogie.
Well, I'm going to spend the night in the ship, get myself set up and ready. I can be ready to go first thing in the morning if you need.
You need us to help you?
No. I'm just gonna acquaint myself with the controls and everything. Probably stock up on the supplies before we go. I also plan to. I have a couple of personal gummy blocks of my own. I can make sort of a portable lab, alchemy lab here, so I can work on stuff on the go.
Oh, you're gonna blow us up again? And
No.
I just, playfully punch him in the arm.
Rude. No, I'm not gonna work on anything volatile here, unless you guys can bring me bomb parts. But
explosives in a vacuum doesn't seem like a good idea.
no. I'm not gonna be working on anything while we're flying. Just on the ground.
Oh, good to know.
But if you guys find any gummies or anything, I can help work on the ship. I'm pretty experienced with that as well. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure you don't need some help? And she just kind of gives him puppy dog eyes because, quite honestly, she finds this ship fascinating.
I mean, I can't. If you want to hang out and stuff, that's fine. I'm gonna be doing kind of a lot of running because I still gotta, like I said, I still gotta get my lab in here. I still gotta get supplies, food, and drink, stuff like that. You know. So,
How about
Matthew?
how about we do this? How about you and Nessa do the ship stuff and the running, and Faye and I'll go and do last minute research.
okay,
That
yeah.
sounds like a plan.
Where
If you're chill with that, Faye.
where are we going, by the way?
The treehouse.
Oh, I know where that is, and he goes over to this little computer on the side of the ship, and you see he begins to type things in, and you realize at this point what Master Isaac was saying about the the radars being your main form of seeing things. When the entirety of the dome transitions and you realize it's one big screen.
Oh.
And you
Nessa just looks up in fascination.
And you see it brings up sort of like this navigation system from Scalad Column to this. It looks like a moon with this weird, gnarled treehouse, for lack of a better term.
I mean, that is what the world is called.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not made of tree. It looks like it's some sort of plant, but it's definitely not. I'm going
That seems
to.
like an integral part of a treehouse. Is the tree part?
Yeah, but I'm going to. I'm gonna bring up the picture here.
Ooh.
This sounds like the moon base.
Who named this world?
I really want it to be the moon base. I have a problem.
Oh,
It looks like that.
Yeah.
It's the moon base.
So happy.
Except you only. It's literally this image of the moon base, except the moon itself is about the size of the moon base because, Kingdom Hearts worlds.
style.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts,
versions,
yeah.
they're super weird.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you see
So
the
rad.
you see the moon base, and yeah, that's where we can go. The sensors or the autopilot's going to take us, most of the way. So I'm not really worried there.
Zen just leans forward to look at it closer, and he's like, "That's a lot of trash, just like all stacked together."
I mean, I don't know if it's trash. I mean, that looks like a
those are like destroyed
yeah, that's trash.
ships. And
It looks like an airplane there and a satellite.
Nessa
Lighthouse?
just kind of looks
a water
Yeah, Nessa
tower at
kinda
the
looks up.
top.
a satellite, a
Is
plane.
that a telescope?
Is that a telescope? Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that
Oh,
a
it's
Open
a blimp.
Ferris wheel?
There's a blimp.
I've never gotten close to this world, so I'm not sure.
I mean, it's a
This
bunch
is gonna
of
be fun.
kids, right? As far as I understand from what little research we were able to get done.
I don't know. I just know that whoever lives in this world is very resourceful. So,
Ooh.
Seems
Nessa's just like hopping up and down, and she's just like, I just
Well-
really want to go.
When we were picking
Wanna
this
go
world, Faye and I were able to talk to someone from it, so we should probably go and track them down and see if they can give us any more information.
I'm not sure.
I can handle it.
I think I have an idea on what me and Zen might be able to get done.
Okay, and then Nessa rolls up her sleeves a little bit, but they immediately come back down, and she's like, so what can I help with?
Well, first things first, I need to go get some stuff.
All right. Lead the way.
we
Oh, sorry. That's the
before
old
we
moon base.
disperse,
I actually need to pull up Moonbase 0. 'Cause that's actually the current one, technically.
Ooh.
no. But before we disperse, Zen's gonna look at every single one of these motherfuckers and even point at himself. No matter how much work we think we need to get done today, we are all going to bed at a reasonable hour.
Sorry.
You're not my dad.
This
is
is
important shit tomorrow. Oh, that's
Nessa
so
just
much
nods.
larger. Oh, that's
Yeah, Nessa
so
just
much
nods
larger.
absently. Oh, that's
Weird.
so good.
Oh, that's intense.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
I haven't seen this show in so long. This is gonna be so hard.
Oh man,
yeah. This is
I
the
barely remember this show.
supposed to be the new moon base after the old one got a little bit hurt and damaged.
Exploded.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little explosion.
Exploded.
Exploded. But yeah, so what I need to do first is I need to go over to my lab, grab a few things, grab some gummies, get it set up over here, and then no, wait, we should probably go over to the stores first because those are about to close.
Does the
Shopping
kitchenette
first.
have a microwave?
Yes.
Just looking at the kitchenette.
There's a one burner stove. Electric.
Okay.
A microwave, the oven itself seems to be more of like a not a conventional. What's those countertop ovens? Toaster oven. Seems to be more like a toaster oven style.
Yeah.
Except built into the stove. There's a you open up one of the cabinets and you actually see there's a small washer and dryer. And there's a small sink that has a water dispenser on it. like a drink specifically for drinking water.
And there's like a fridge, right?
Yeah, it's not a full-size fridge, but it's not a mini fridge either. No freezer. The fridge has like this one little compartment that seems to be like colder than the rest, sealed off inside of it, so you probably can guess that's a freezer. But it can only hold like a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Valid. Yeah, then there is a couple things I need to pick up, but other than that, I am 100% on team research.
And like I said, there's in the fridge and in the cabinets there are a bunch of perishables, dehydrated foods. You see, there's like a box that says dehydrated pizza, and it's a box. It's literally a box, like about the size of a craft. Like it's like the size of a craft. Well, no. It's like the size of a craft box. And if you take it and you like pick it up, you can hear like rattling in there. Like there's a bunch of little things. And it is reopenable and resealable. And if you pop it open, you see there's like these cubes inside.
Oh, weird space food.
Kind of just.
The temptation to just put one in my mouth is really strong, but I also don't want it to like comically enlarge in my mouth.
Seeing you look at it, Matthew's like, please don't actually eat that. It goes in the oven. It comes out like a pizza. If you try to eat it, it's not going to grow. But that is an entire large pepperoni pizza that you just consumed in one bite. It's going to give you some really bad acid.
It's fine. I have a high metabolism.
No, I know. I have made.
Just shakes her head.
I have made the mistake of eating 3 of those.
Scientifically, don't do that.
Don't ask how, but I've made the mistake of eating 3 of those at a time. Don't. You will make yourself so sick.
Was it an experiment or a mistake?
A trick?
A trick?
Yeah?
Well, we have to hear this story, Matt.
Now we have to.
Later. I'll talk about it on the ride over to the planet.
I'm holding you to that. You're not going to escape this.
Yeah.
If you can remember.
So intense.
Oh, we're gonna remember.
But yeah, let's Nessa, let's go to the stores real quick.
All right, sounds good. And then she kind of leaves Matthew in the dust while she runs off.
He just watches Nessa, looks over at you two.
We keep
She
saying
always
we need to get a leash. We keep saying it.
She is.
We just haven't done it.
That's our Nessa.
Is there anything you two guys want? We can store basically anything in here, and if there's something, too big for the fridge, I can always make it bigger.
You just text him the orders and just see if you can get just so many of these.
I don't have your numbers.
Oh, we do need to fix that.
And
just add Matthew.
he hands over his phone, his gummy phone.
That's something you should never do, but it's fine.
It's his gummy phone's a little odd. It's a little bit thinner than your guys's. Either he's done modifications to it, or it's a brand that you've never seen before. More than likely the former than the latter.
Maybe we should make him jailbreak our phones.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Hey Matthew, do you have any extra games on that thing?
Do you have games on your phone, him?
Listen!
I actually found this really fun one. It's sort of You know the console, the T box.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I found a way I can actually emulate it onto my phone. I can do it for you if you want.
Absolutely.
Cool. Stores are about to close. We'll do this later.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's already out of the hangar. Okay, bye guys.
She's gone.
He goes
Oh,
running
I'm
after
gone.
Nessa.
But yeah, I
When I
texted him
get-
to see if he could just get like a dry, huge bag of boba pearls, the kind that you just need to put in water.
Yeah.
Mm.
The peach syrup, both of their teas, and just a metric fuck ton of coffee.
Beautiful. When I get Zen alone, I'm actually gonna tug on his sleeve a bit and be like, okay, so I know you want to research. We both already researched. I think if I try to do anything productive today, I might explode. Do you want to just go somewhere really tranquil? Like the gardens or something?
Yeah, we can make that happen.
That'd be great.
Yeah, let's go chill.
All right.
Okay.
We will come back to you two.
Mhm.
Nessa. Matthew is like sprinting, trying to catch up with you.
Uh-huh.
And seeing that you are not slowing down at all, if you peek over your shoulder, you see him like slip on his shoes.
Oh no.
Like you see, no, you see him like kneel down and like do something to his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
get down sort of in like a sprinting pose, and then start sprinting, trying to catch up with you, and he's actually gaining speed.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And then
We
Nessa
stand artificers in this house.
and then Nessa is just like, wait, what? and then you know, and so she starts to sprint even faster because she wants to stay ahead.
Oh no,
Oh.
now they racing.
Now we
She
racing.
was just doing her normal Nessa zoom before, but it's a race now.
Now it's a race.
It's a race. Yeah, he is booking it towards you. And he eventually starts catching up to you, and you can see like on his shoes, at first you thought, okay, he's just making really long strides and sprinting, but then you realize he's not. Like there's like a few seconds in between each sprint that he's not like moving his legs, but he's still moving, and then you realize he's on skates.
And then Nessa kind of narrows her eyes, and then she immediately like she slows down a little bit, points at him, and she's like, "You're such a cheater! What? I want skates now."
He keeps going, and then comes to a stop, and then you're looking down, and he's like, "What do you mean skates?" And he lifts up his foot. There's nothing under his shoe.
And Nessa is just like, you were what was that? What did you do? What? I want shoes like that.
So, there's a specific type of magic from where I'm from called synergy. Not a lot of people can actually see it. Those who can also use synergy. But it's a really fun magic, and it uses alchemy, sort of. Nessa, make me a high or low, good or bad. So, high good, high bad, low good, low bad.
Like, I have to choose?
Yes.
Let's do low. Let's do low is good, high is bad.
Okay. I'm gonna share this to the no. I'm gonna share this to the party. I can't exactly share this on chat. But you guys can. That way, you guys can see.
Oh, I can hear the music now.
The music.
Oh, music.
Oh, I should probably just have that up. That way, you guys can hear the music.
Yeah, you should.
But you can see.
I see
I
a
rolled
black
a
screen and a
Oh.
cursor.
I see a black screen.
Mhm.
That's all I see, a black screen. There we go.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
So you watch he holds his hand out and he goes he's like pointing towards a bench nearby. He goes, "Move." And you see a giant spectral hand appear and push the bench about a foot to the right before disappearing.
And then Nessa's eyes just widen, and then she just kind of turns to him, and it's like, I want to know how to do that.
Wait, you saw it?
She nodded her head enthusiastically. Of course I saw it.
Oh,
Nessa about to unlock some magic. Some new magic.
oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
He's lost for words. Oh, there's a depths outside of our world. Okay, I should probably let Dad know. Okay. We will work on that later. Before I have a mental breakdown, let's get to the stores.
Nessa's just super confused, but she's like totally on board. Okay, let's go to the store.
I don't. So, as you guys are making your way out of the school, he begins to explain. So, the thing is, adepts are very rare, right? Usually you're born with it. It's a heritage thing. Your parent or your grandparent or whatever is an adept, and it usually transfers down. And there's very few people that are actually adepts, and they usually stick to their own. Like my dad, he was from a town that was full of adepts, and they thought they were the only ones. But there's a few more groups of people out in our world that have it, but like it's 1 out of every 1,000 people, maybe even more so, that are actually adepts on our world.
Really?
Yeah, it's
What? Really?
so the fact that you're able to see it, the only way I can think of is someone in your family's from that world.
And Nessa kind of thinks about it, and she's like, well, I didn't really know my dad. I just know my mom. She doesn't like to talk about my dad very often, and Nessa's mind kind of kicks into gear a little bit.
Maybe your dad's from our world.
Maybe. Mom doesn't talk about him very often, but that maybe. I don't know. And she just kind of like is having a mini existential crisis right now.
Has she ever mentioned
Just sitting at.
has she ever mentioned the name Wayard?
Weird.
Spelled, by the way, for those note takers, Weyard. Weird.
Weird.
But it's pronounced
And-
Wayard.
And so Nessa kind of thinks about it, and, may have had snippets of conversation of like her mom talking with the different masters and stuff like that, and maybe Isaac in particular. And she's like, I maybe once or twice. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Anyways, yeah, no, we can definitely, I can definitely start teaching you some of the magic, or some of the synergy. It's a lot of feel, a little bit different than, the magic you're used to, where it's, a command. This is less of a command and more of a extension of yourself, so to speak. But we can go over that more during our travels. I would love to be able to teach you.
I would love to learn it. That looks so cool.
Maybe that's why Quake took to you so quick. Because the thing is, we actually draw a lot of power from these guys, and he holds his hand over his chest. Where you've seen Quake like disappear into his body before. We take a lot of power from these guys, and depending on who we bond with, it can evolve our synergy. There's your 4 basic elements of fire, water, air, and earth. I myself am a earth adept.
Okay.
But say I was to find a fire gen, I can then use fire somewhat. I'm still more in touch with earth, so I could do things that could, even as I grow stronger, mix the two. And it might be something you're going to be able to do someday. But we need to first find out, like, first we need to find out, like, what you can do.
And Nessa's like, oh. And you can tell that her mind is just being blown right now, and she's just like trying to soak all the information in. And she's like, yeah. Should we get to the stores before they close? And she's just like, she's like a little bit mind blown, but at the same time she's like, but we also need to go on our trip, and the stores are gonna close, and but synergy, and oh, that's so cool.
He starts rushing you guys over to one of the closer grocery stores to the school.
Nessa's about to have her first panic attack.
Starts filling up a cart with you, goes through and whatnot. But yeah, you guys are able to kind of get stuff set up. He pays for all of the groceries and whatnot.
He's like, I'm a little concerned that Zen specifically requested a metric F-word ton of coffee.
In the meantime,
oh my gosh,
the boys.
oh my gosh,
The
boys. I was hoping one of you would be an adept.
Yes.
So, because I'm going to be adding... I've been debating on this of having magic outside of the Kingdom Hearts settings. So, this was kind of our first little bit. But...
Woo.
Faye and Zen.
Up.
You guys make your way out to the main floor and head over to where the gardens are.
Yeah.
You step out, and immediately your senses are hit with the smell of just flowers. Variety of just immense amounts of flowers. So, you guys are immediately hit with this smell of roses and tulips and chrysanthemums, and there's just an abundance of flowers as you see this. What you would assume to be some sort of like the outer wall of a hedge maze is just flowers. And then you look left, you look forward and you see this pathway leading out to this rather large gazebo. And then looking left, you see a what seems to be some sort of stables or barn.
Ooh.
And further out, you see past the gazebo, you see what looks to be some sort of like track.
Like a walking trail or something?
More like a racing track.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because aforementioned stables. Fascinating.
I'm gonna poke my head in the stables.
Yeah.
Yeah. You poke your head in the stables and you see a number of creatures. The smell of manure is strong. But you see a wide variety of animals. You hear the sounds of goats. You hear some chickens. You see horses with their heads kind of poking out of the stables or out of the stalls. And sort of similarly, you also see at one point you do see a unicorn sitting somewhere around there. But you also see some chocobos.
Oh heck.
Oh, go,
I immediately gotta go. I
heck.
gotta go pet a chocobo.
Giant
Do I
golden
vibe with any of the
chicken.
chocobos?
Huh?
Giant
Can I, like,
golden
can I-
chicken.
Can I like match vibes? Am I vibing with any particular chocobo that looks like it wants pet?
You know what?
Vibe check.
Do you have knowledge creatures?
Oh, really? I don't think so. It's just a D4 for me.
Okay. Then make me a heart check.
Okay. Me- Roll. Or Splosy.
Oh, nice.
Splosy.
15.
15. Yeah, you kind of walk past the horses and the chocobos. You a lot of them seem to actually vibe with you, both horses and chocobos. They all seem to kind of like look at you. Even the unicorn like looks over at you, Faye, and just makes direct eye contact with you. Before you kind of like pass by it and you start walking along the stalls of the chocobos, and you see one stall. At first you think it's empty, and you kind of peek in and you see a red chocobo kind of just sitting in the corner. And you see it's got like this massive scar over its left eye and going down its beak.
Who hurt this chocobo?
And you
They
can-
will die.
Not to speak for Phelan, but you feel like kind of just a twinge over your own burn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get real low, like real gentle and slow, so that I'm lower than its level, and then just kind of reach my hand out to it.
You'd have to actually get into the stall. Do you want to do
Oh,
that?
it's
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in the
I'll
corner.
poke in.
Yeah, you step into the stall and it raises its head up and looks over at you. And you just hear "Quirr."
Oh, baby.
Guy?
Sweet baby.
and it
Gonna.
as you kind of like inch your way over to it, it rears its neck back a little bit in fear and just nervousness before reaching out.
I'm gonna. Wait, we reaching forward again?
Sort of reaching forward like it's gonna try to sniff you.
Okay, yeah, I just keep really, really still.
Are you holding your hand out?
Yeah, the hand's still out, but it's on the other chocobo's terms.
Okay.
Not on Faye's.
It gives a few sniffs before pausing for a second and then closing its eyes and pressing its beak against your hand.
Baby.
Yeah, I give it the best of pets. Just the best of soft pets.
Zen,
Faye's getting animal therapy. This is everything I need.
you see
Baby.
you see out on the stall, all of them seem to have names. There's a few of the younger looking chocobos that don't have names, and this seems to also have no name.
Huh. Yeah, when I see the, Faye's not gonna get mauled by a chocobo, not needing to watch him so carefully, I start wandering around as well.
Okay.
Wandering around the stables.
Yeah, Faye, it wraps its neck around you and kind of brings you close.
Oh, I guess I'm just cuddling this thing. Faye just sort of accepts it. He sits nearby.
Zen,
it.
do you want to make a handle animals check?
I will make a heart roll.
Okay.
So I also don't have knowledge creatures. I have 2 knowledges.
Am I
It
the
is
only?
not
Am I the
creatures.
only one? Am I the only
That's
one that has
9.
knowledge creatures?
Oof.
That's a 9.
It's a 9?
So close to exploding, but not.
The animals aren't afraid of you by any means. They're curious. But they don't seem to be intimidated by you at the slightest. So
That's probably for the best.
yeah, it's nice. It's, even the unicorn kind of bows its head a little bit,
Aw.
but
Yeah, I'm gonna see where the stable hand is presumably milling about somewhere.
you find a Moogle.
Not too late.
That
Okay.
is, he kind of flies. He
Stable
flies
Moogle.
out of the. He flies out of the. One of the goat's pins, and you see he's carrying a oat sack in one hand, and like rubbing his backside with the other.
Aw. Go give
Aw.
me some trouble?
Koopa? He kind of looks over at you and just nods.
Yeah, they can be feisty.
Then you hear like a crash as what you assume is the goat slams against the stable door.
Oh.
Balin jumps a little. He gets frightened and he hugs the chocobo. He startles a bit.
The chocobo also gets frightened.
Chocobo,
Startled together in the corner.
the chocobo like raises its head. It doesn't do anything, but you see like the feathers are like standing on end, almost like a cat.
Whoa.
Listen, startled.
But yeah, I'll just ask the. Fuck.
Oh.
I'll ask the Moogle stable hand. Is there any way that my buddy could take Chocobo out in the track, or is it too late for that?
The chocobo kind of peeks over your shoulder. Yeah. Did I say the Kupo?
You said the choke.
Oh, the chocobo. The Moogle thinks for a second, and in Moogle, which you guys, it's one of the,
but we don't really get.
yeah, it's one of those things like you kind of understand it, but if they speak too fast, it's good luck. Unless I would say unless you guys know like have a high knowledge local or a high mind, I would say. I would say that, check to see if you guys know the language, but yeah, it basically within Moogle explains they're about to close up the track for the night. He's got like 10 minutes, saddles on the side. Which one is he wanting to take?
And I gestured to the pen that's, cracked open.
You see the Moogle kind of like hesitates and, are you sure? That one's rather rowdy.
So
Yeah.
am I.
They're
Right, the rowdy chocobo. Write it.
they've been chilling.
Okay. Yeah, saddles are on the way out.
Phelan stands up, and then he looks down at the chocobo like, you want to go? I'll take that as I don't speak chocobo.
Yeah, no.
The saddle.
The saddle's like at the entrance of the barn.
Alright. Walk
Head over and grab it for him.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah.
It's
and-
up a little high.
While I'm looking, I'm gonna see if, because I know that certain colors are rare. I'm gonna see if I can see any black chocobos that are riding age.
Phelan.
Yeah.
There are no black chocobos in the.
What?
Sorry, Zen. There are no black chocobos.
I got my chocobo.
Aww.
Faye,
Yeah.
I need you. Do you have any stats in driving?
Oh Christ, no.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I need you to make me a body roll.
Yoki, that I can do. Let's take a peek.
Actually, first things first. Make me. What is your heart?
My heart's a D10.
And then what's your body?
D6.
Okay. Make this at a D8.
Okay. Between the two.
Yes.
We'll do. Roll. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
You've never rode a chocobo before.
No, God, no.
Oh no.
You figure out how the thing, with help from the chocobo, kind of like sliding into the saddle itself, you're able to get it on just fine. You get up on the chocobo, and then you're kind of watching before getting your own self set up. And you see, Faye, you get up on it, and then you're like, huh, that's weird. Why is the tail feathers right there? And you realize you're sitting backwards. So you spin yourself around.
Buddy.
And you're kind of like holding the reins, and you're like, how do you go? And you give like a tiny little like flick of the reins, and the chocobo just books it out of the stables.
Oh no! Faye.
Oh no.
They're gone. They're gone,
Going
Zen.
on an adventure.
They're gone. They're gone.
Honestly, Faye's running like a madman. He's not nearly as afraid of the situation as he should be.
Zen, you locate one of the named more older chocobos, more experienced. It is Quark.
Wark.
Quark. Quark.
Got
Quark.
it.
Oh.
Quark.
And you saddle him up, you get him on going, and make me. What is your body and your heart?
They are both D10s.
Okay, make me a D10. I will sometimes ask you guys for an average roll between the two, between two stats. If they're both the same die, just roll that die. If there's, like for example with Faye, it's a D6 and a D10, roll the D8. If it's something, if it's something like a D6 and a D10, or D8 and a D10, roll a D8. Roll lower.
So that's a 9.
It's a 9? Okay. Yeah, you're able to get yourself out there into the, onto the course, no problem. At this point, by the time you get yourself out there, Faye is already on the second lap.
Oh man.
As the red chocobo is just taking full control at this point.
Yeah, I am watching Faye have a blast and see this is what he needs right now, and I just calmly do my thing while making sure I'm keeping an eye on him.
This isn't your average like roundabout track. There are like obstacles and jumps and such.
No.
It's a pretty interesting course, but it's a beginner's course still. But yeah, you're able to kind of enjoy yourselves as you guys ride around on the track. How long are you guys going to do this for?
I mean, you said we had like 10 minutes, so I'm sure like toward the end of that mark, I start thinking, maybe I should figure out how to stop. And I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna go, I don't know how to make you stop, but whoa! You just kind of like pull back on the reins just a little bit.
Faye, what is your notice?
My notice?
Yeah.
Pretty good actually, I think.
Both of you, Zen and Faye.
My notice is a D8.
Mine should be a D6. Double checking. Yeah, it's a D6.
Okay. Faye.
Yeah.
As you're kind of riding around and or along the course, you happen to peek up at some point, and you see Gaia in her window watching you guys.
I turn red. We make eye contact for about a second, and I look away. I refuse. I reject that eye contact completely and totally.
Oh my gosh!
God damn it, Master Gaia.
You also happen to see in one of the other windows the hood of Master Kurova watching you guys.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. Weird.
Less embarrassed. More sussed out.
I mean, he's just a rogue. He's fine.
He's just a robe.
He's just a that's
Oh my gosh!
bullying the masters.
I mean, I didn't say it to his face. What's there to be afraid of? Man's a robe.
Oh.
Dude will be stuck in place if you just hit him with spray starch. I don't.
So does pulling back gently on the reins
yeah,
have any sort of stopping effect?
Slows him down nicely.
Okay, that's good.
You guys finish your laps. At this point, you guys are directed by a number of Moogles to return the chocobos.
While I'm returning, I'm gonna give it a little goodbye pet and say thank you, and then I'm gonna glance, because I mean Faye doesn't know. Faye's gonna glance at the stall to try to figure out its name.
Yeah, there is none. And as you're kind of like trying to walk out, it's trying to follow you.
Oh, buddy, I'll be
Oh.
back. I have to
Aw.
go though. I promise I'll be back.
Oh.
And we gotta give you a name. That's messed up. And he glances at the empty plate.
Yeah. Do you want to give it a name?
Yeah. Ooh, what should we name it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Call it
I'm gonna
Fyra,
leave
like
this
the
one up to
spell.
you, Faye.
We'll call it Fyra like the spell.
Fyra? Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
you
cute.
kind of murmur that out, and you
That's
see the
cute.
plaque start to engrave itself as Fyra.
Oh, cool. I don't have to graffiti it either.
Aw.
All right, Fyra. Nice
Woo!
to meet you.
You guys get settled
I'm
in,
completely on board.
and I'm assuming you guys are heading it back to your dorms.
I still want to try and track down that K&D operative that we spoke to.
It's late
Earlier this
at this
week?
point.
Fair, I'll try and do it in the morning. Yeah,
Okay.
we should probably just try and get safely back to our dorms.
So, you guys get back to your
After all, we have
dorms.
to be the responsible ones.
Nessa, Matthew gets things bought, purchased. You guys head back to the school. Are you staying with him at the ship overnight, or are you going to go back to the dorm?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'll head back to the dorm. I've spent enough time with Matthew. I can hang out with Faye and Zen.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head back to the dorms. Chatterthy is like immediately hopping onto the couch and booting up the game system.
Nessa's like pretty exhausted from carrying all the things that, doing stuff with Matthew, and she's a little bit tuckered out, so she probably just plops on the couch and just watches. And then she realizes, oh, maybe I should talk to, and so she immediately realizes that she needs to talk to Faye and Zen, and she's like, so what'd you guys do? Very curious.
Oh, nothing.
We did a little exploring on some areas of campus we haven't really hung out in.
And
Just picking out the gardens.
Nessa just kind of looks at Faye and Zen, and she's just like, and she's suddenly feeling like FOMO.
Oh, Faye's hair is completely windblown,
Oh.
by the way.
Yeah.
It's puffed. It's
Faye's
got
hair
like
is
twigs and
fucked
shit in
up.
it. Yeah, you can see
I
that
know.
Phelan has definitely been up to something.
I know. And so she's just like, is that all?
I mean, the right... Look, Master Gaia already caught me. Do I have to suffer the indignation twice?
And she's like, and then she spots a yellow chocobo feather in your hair, in your tousled hair.
Oh, it'd be red
And
for
she kind of
Faye.
notices. Oh, Faye. Okay, so she notices the chocobo feather, and she kind of plucks it out of Faye's hair, and she stares at it, and then she stares at him, and she's like,
He turns about as
"You
red as
wrote
the
a cho-"
feather.
and then she's like, and then she starts smiling, and she's like, "You went chocobo riding without me?"
Look, you were with Matthew and didn't have anything else to do, and chocobo.
And then Nessa just, I'm
I
just
put my hand on
laughing
Nessa's
here.
shoulder. I just put my hand on Nessa's shoulder and like, Zen, Jesus, Faye really needed a break.
I saw Faye
Nessa
smiling
not-
for the first time.
Hey,
I don't
no
say
one
that.
saw anything.
Do you,
say that.
Charity just says from the couch.
Chatterthy, you weren't even with
Nessa-
us.
Yeah, I was. I'm with all of you.
Oh, I forgot about
I don't
that.
And-
like that.
Spy.
And then Nessa just grins, and she's like, "Oh man, I wish I could have seen that."
Well, I promised Fyra that I'd be back, so we can all go riding, like, together next time.
Oh, nice. And like, yeah, Nessa's like, yes, I absolutely want to go. I want to go chocobo riding. That sounds like fun.
Well, I need to brush my hair. This is disgusting. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All
See-
right, sounds good.
Are you guys all heading to bed?
Yeah,
I think
let's
Phelan's
head to
At
bed.
least gonna start to wind down. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, come morning. It's bright and early. You guys all receive a text, and you see that Matthew has made a group chat.
We have a
Woo!
chat.
Oh, it's just gonna be filled with memes by the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely.
It's he just it's like 6 o'clock in the morning when he sent this.
Oh,
And it's-
Nessa's not a huge fan of that.
Zen is not awake.
Yeah, no, you guys wake up whenever you wake up, but it was like super early in the morning when he sent the message. And it's just all ready to go, and then the sticker, it looks like Quake, like the Jinn holding a thumbs up.
Oh.
Oh my god.
6.
Why is he
Who's
precious?
the first to wake up?
Not me.
Not Zen. We can determine. Are you an early riser, Nessa? Nessa's not an early riser either, huh?
No.
I mean, Faye gets up at like a normal time. He like goes to bed at like 11, wakes up at like 7. It's like a normal. You know what I mean?
That's normal?
Is it?
Zen is very late to everything, so it's assumed
Faye's
that he does not wake up.
Probably the first person I would say to see that message. Then it probably like an hour later, like 7ish,
Yeah.
and he'll message Matthew and be like, "You might want to rest up for a little bit. It's gonna take these guys a while." And then he sends like a really exasperated sticker.
It's he sends a sticker back that's just the Jinn giving like a salute.
That's so weird.
Oh,
Oh, he's so
Very good.
cute. I love him.
I pocket my gun.
And then after-
and then
yeah, after those stickers are sent and like her phone keeps going off, she's like, Nessa's just like, and then she sends an
shine.
exasperated emo and, you know, sends a meme of like, good morning, sunshine, and it's like she's like dead.
Yeah.
no, we just gotta
And
wake
she's
up
just
Zen.
like-
Zen will have also given you guys permission to go into his room if necessary. He's not one of those people that like you need to be super cautious about. He's just lazy as fuck.
Zen's Faye's gonna walk up to Zen's door and like it's more of a courtesy knock. He knows that Zen will sleep through it, but it's just like for principle. Gently knocks on the door
Uh-huh.
and then opens it, and then looks around for something soft, like a pillow or a stuffed animal.
There's chat.
Anything.
There's Chatworthy.
No.
Charity! I reach and I grab Charity and I just wail. I take Charity as if Charity were a pillow and I pillow fight Zen with it.
You just hear Chatworthy going, we
And then Nessa
The
immediately
first hit,
like,
Zen goes into like panic reactive mode and like summons the Keyblade and then realizes what's happening. It just drops it and grabs its pillow and goes to war.
oh, and Nessa's just like, you know, groggily opens her door and she's just like rubbing her eyes and she's just like, so early for a pillow fight.
I turn around. I kind of duck underneath whatever is the next hit from Zen, and I use Chatworthy on Nessa to involve Nessa.
Do you just like yeet Chatworthy at her?
I have
Oh my
Charity's
God.
little Chirithy feet, and I'm swinging him from that.
Oh my god! And it immediately hits Nessa in the face, and you know, and then she kind of sits there a little bit dumbfounded. And then she grabs Chatruthy and throws it as hard as she can at Faye.
Do I duck? Do I duck in time?
Bless. Both of you make me... I guess both of you make me a body roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got a 7.
Oh, I explodey.
Oh,
Oh,
Dang
Oh, but I only
it.
got like a 2 afterward. So I got an 8.
8's still good enough to duck under.
Whew. Just barely.
Zen, make me a body roll.
oh heck.
Why do I always explode on dumb things? Pillow fights.
Gosh, I love it though.
Ah! Well, that's under my computer tower. No, little bit. Oh, fuck. Well, now it's completely under my computer tower. Hang on.
No worry.
Yeah, it's a 2.
It's the scene of Nessa grabbing Chatruthy. Yeet. Whee! Faye, you duck. And Zen, right behind Faye, just gets smacked right in the face.
Oh my god.
I just take Chatruthy and I'm like, you know what? You guys
Good
are
morning.
losing your Chatruthy privileges.
He seems totally unfazed by this, by the way. He's like, "Good morning, everybody."
I love him.
I
I hate him.
love
He's
it.
so annoying, but I love him so much.
I love it.
God bless.
I love it.
So we've got stuff to do.
I
He says
finally
from the
check
floor,
my
from his dodge roll tuck. Yeah.
finally check my phone. I'm like, oh, yeah. Mooglebuck's first, and he just goes to get dressed.
Nessa just realizes that she's yeah, and Nessa just kind of looks at herself absently, and she's like, yeah, and her tiredness kind of comes back, and she starts like groggily going back to get dressed as well.
I think Faye's already dressed, so Faye's just going to sit down in the common area and wait for both of them.
Okay.
Fix his hair a little bit after the tussle.
Do you turn on the games?
Nah, he's not super interested in it.
Oh.
He's more of a Candy Crush mobile game player. You feel me?
Fair.
Oh,
I love it.
He's not like a pro gamer. If he wanted to play a video game, he'd read a book. I think.
That's a mood.
There
All
is
right.
a
Mobile
mobile
box.
there is a mobile library, by the way.
Instead of Kindle, it's just Kupo.
Yeah.
I feel like Phelan would be one of those like really snobby hipster kids, though. That's like, I want the feel of a book. You know?
Fair.
If I
yeah.
can't sniff the paper,
Fair.
then it's not worth it. You know?
That's fair.
I am that snobby hipster kid. I have a
Me
problem.
too, a little bit. I have a Kindle, but yeah.
A little bit.
I don't
Actually,
want to
I'm
have
actually
that
kind of like
complex,
that.
but I do.
It does feel different.
I kind of have that. I like having a book in my hand.
I work in a library. I smell it enough.
You also don't read a ton, so
Probably for good reason. I work in a library. Anyways. Yeah, you
All
guys
right,
head over to
Mooglebucks.
Mooglebucks. You see, there's not a lot of people there this early in the morning, considering it's a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of the kids are waking up. It's early, so no school. And you see, you guys are specifically, I'm assuming, going to the one on campus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not allowed off campus right now. We're in quotation
in
marks
trouble.
in
Whoa.
danger.
We're in
We're
danger.
grounded.
We actually are in
Basically.
severe danger, but I'm just a punk.
Just
We
a
might, like,
teenage
die or
dirtbag
something.
baby. Uh,
Zen is constantly in his teenage dirtbag era. What do you mean?
He's gonna be 80 and he's gonna be in his teenage dirtbag era.
You're right.
I
Dude,
just-
old punks are some of the coolest people ever, though. So like, I'm okay with that.
the trios as masters looking at a picture of the group as young kids, and just teenage dirtbag starts playing in the background.
Yeah.
Teenage.
All right.
Oh.
So yeah, you get over to Mooglebucks, and you actually see, there's a couple of people in here. But the one you recognize is Matthew. He's currently sitting at a table, with like a bunch of schematics out on the table, a scone in one hand and a coffee mug in the other.
Please tell me he's too distracted. I want to sneak up on him.
Yes, but you make me a stealth.
Yeah, it's my stealth. D6.
26?
No, I said I need a D6.
Okay. I was like,
He was
huh?
like, that's a lot of
Wait,
explosives.
what?
that was some
That's
good
a lot of
explosions.
explosions.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
That's exactly what was playing in my
Speaking of
head.
explosions,
Oh, jeez. Why do you guys
man.
explode on,
come
like...
on! There's
It's always
no
dumb
way.
stuff. Not even in combat. It's always dumb stuff.
Did you explode again?
Yeah. So 15.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, you sneak
Oh
up.
man, poor Matthew.
You sneak up. He seems to be working on some sort of, like, you can see over the schematic, there's one for the gummy ships, there's one for, some, like, Keyblade schematics, and then you see, like, there's one that's, like, it looks like a, personal glider.
Yeah, I'm just leaning on the booth, looking over, and just after a solid like 30-45 seconds, I'm finally like, so what you doing, Matthew?
Mid-bite of his scone,
Oh no!
Oh
he
no.
jumps. You see him try to swallow, and he starts, like...
Oh no!
Poor
In the bag. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought it was funny.
Oh my gosh.
Heimlich maneuver?
Now he's talking.
Oh, don't do that.
I just pat him on the back. I'm sorry. I
That's
thought it
mean.
was funny. I'm
That's
sorry.
mean. What the fuck?
I thought it was funny.
Nessa.
Poor Matthew's like, what the fuck? Faye's gonna look at the schematics.
Oh.
He's gonna try to read them and make sense of them.
Nessa's just desperate for some caffeine.
Make me a knowledge. Make me a mind check. Just make me a mind check in general.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Nessa, you can go and get the order. Are you gonna order for everyone or just
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, I'll order for everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you get everyone's
What?
order.
So 7.
7.
Sevens today. Yeah.
You understand, like, kind of the basics of what they're going after, because you know there are keyblades that are crafted, and it looks like he's kind of going over like lower tier keyblades that are easier to make with easier to obtain materials, because the keyblades that you guys know of that are crafted are usually, like, some of the most powerful,
Mm-hmm.
using some of those powerful items.
I feel bad. I
So.
think that he's sad his keyblade hasn't formed yet.
You see there's schematics of the Ixalan, or Ixion. You see there's there's one of like this it looks like a personal glider sort of thing, like hang glider.
Ooh, that looks cool.
And then you kind of read like possible mobility forms for Keyblade question mark.
And Nessa ends up getting the order and brings it back to the table and hands everyone all of their drinks.
Thanks,
She's
Nessa.
like, so what you up to, Matthew?
Just just work. Just going over some stuff before we head out. Stuff that I wanted to see if I could finish up before, but I'm still just as stumped with a few of these things. So it's not that important. It's stuff I can work on the road.
Phelan
Okay.
sort of taps on the personal glider schematic and the note for the possible ability forms for Keyblades, and he's like, "Now these look really cool."
Yeah, cause hang on. What did you get? Moss, can you see what the little bit got? Cause she's chewing on something she probably shouldn't be. You see he kind of pulls it over and goes over it and so we know that Keyblades can connect to Keyblade armor and take on different forms based off of their capabilities. And masters of old would use these Keyblades to traverse the worlds as personal vehicles. I'm trying to sort of figure out, why they don't do it anymore and what we can do to kind of bring it back.
Yeah, that would be handy. I don't know why they don't do that anymore.
I don't know. It was sort of something that Master Vantis decided a long time ago. I don't know.
Huh.
Do you think you would know
And-
anything about it now?
Zen just shuts down a little bit,
Um,
visibly
and then
starts to close himself off.
And then Nessa just kind of looks at Faye and looks at Matthew and is like, well, if he did know anything, he probably doesn't remember it anymore. And then she just takes a sip of her coffee and just, yeah.
What do you mean? I mean,
Oh, I
we wouldn't be able
totally
to.
forgot.
We wouldn't be able to really talk with.
Matthew doesn't know.
He's on leave. We just won't be able to talk with him for right now.
I mean, he is kind of geriatric. And then Phelan elbows Nessa really strongly.
Oh, yeah, and she totally,
I mean,
yeah.
he doesn't look his age,
I mean,
that's
he is,
for sure.
I mean, and Nessa just kind of nods along, and she's like, "Yeah, he is pretty old. I mean, it would take a little bit of, yeah, yeah." And she sips her coffee again awkwardly.
You guys are acting a little weird.
It's early in the morning. They haven't gotten their coffee yet. They're like this. It's fine.
Yeah, and Nessa just smiles normally, and she's like, "Don't even worry about it. We can, we'll talk about it later. It'll be great."
Make me whoever has the best one. You can decide. Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
They
I
would
think
not
I
be
have
good at that.
good persuasion.
I have
I have a
very
six.
bad persuasion. I have very
Yeah,
bad persuasion.
Phelan's not.
I'll take it.
Okay, you are looking to. I will actually tell you this one. You are looking to beat an 8.
Oh, fuck, I have to explode.
Yeah.
I did.
F. If only you hadn't wasted
Aw.
a Splody on sneaking up to give him cardiac arrest.
I know, right?
Look, if it's something that you can't tell me, that's fine. I just say so. I trust you
Yeah.
guys.
Nessa wasn't supposed to say anything.
It's fine. You don't need to tell me. I understand. Some things only apprentices and masters can know. It's fine.
Nessa just kind of looks up guiltily and she's like, sorry, Matthew.
He looks a little like, for those of you, specifically you, Faye, with your notice, you see he gets like almost this slight jealous look when he mentions apprentices and masters.
Yeah, Faye's already putting those pieces together. So Faye kind of looks at Matthew, and he says, "The moment that we're able to tell you, you're going to be the first person that knows."
And Nessa just nods along with that, absolutely.
He just gives a half smile and just, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Faye's persuasion ability is not great when it comes to this situation.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, are you guys ready to go?
And Nessa
Yeah.
immediately perks up and
We're
she's
good.
like, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then she grabs her coffee and she starts like walking off to the hangar.
Oh man, she's...
I'm gonna grab a couple extra breakfast pastries for the road.
Yeah, I've got breakfast on the ship too if we need. It's gonna
but
be...
I don't want to cut into our stock immediately.
It's gonna be a couple of days till we get to the world, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space travel.
Alright.
He's excited.
Ooh.
Alright, so let's go ahead and head out. As you guys make your way over to the hangar, load up, get settled in, Matthew sits down and begins to type in coordinates into the computer. We may not have to worry about it, because there hasn't really been any sightings of them in a while, but if we do need to fight, there's gunner controls at each of your seats. I can handle the piloting, but...
Oh my god! And Nessa just is like we can and she's just like, we can go shooty. We can shooty enemies.
Yes, but please don't do it unless there are. I really...
And she's like, okay, okay, I understand, but she's just like, she's very interested in that.
She's very transparently hoping that we run into enemies.
Craving violence.
She just craves new things. What can I say?
This is true.
Oh, joy. Well, for you guys, just so you are aware, if you want to write down the stats for the Ixion.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm one step ahead of you on that.
The stats are
Where's the-
10 HP, 2 defense, 1d4 attack,
Oh, hell yeah.
range 3 squares, speed 1 square, or speed 2 squares, sorry. You have
Checks out.
2 extra attacks, so each one of you can make an attack on a turn. And it has, per battle, 5 uses of Thundaga.
Ooh.
So,
That's cool. Heck yeah.
Yee.
Just a forewarning for both players and viewers. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of gummy ship battles.
Thank God.
I'm okay
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
but it's the thing I hate the most about the games, guys. I hate it so much.
Well, this plays more
I
like
like
ship
the-
combat from like D&D.
Fair.
I mean, the gummy ship combat in Kingdom Hearts 3 is really good.
Yeah, it is. I can agree with you on that one. But
Mhm.
we do not. I do not plan to, unless it's thematic, do a gummy ship battle.
Valid.
So, with that being said, Matthew boots up the ship, and you can hear the engine sort of roar to life as it lifts off the ground. And then you can see kind of over the edge, you can see the platform at which it was resting on slowly opens up. He levels out the... Now, this would cause you normally to fall out of your seats if you didn't have seatbelts, but magic, probably gravity magic, you guys stay in your seats normally as he points his the ship down towards the ground where this opening is and begins to fly off.
Before we fully
Nessa,
go
oh.
off-world, you guys should probably text your masters, letting them know you're leaving.
Oh, your texting, by the way, unless I say otherwise, you can...
Okay.
You've got,
Are my phone's Interstellar? 'Cause I
you've
know
got
it's like
interstellar
Verizon.
coverage.
Yeah.
You've got Verizon, you've got interstellar
Coverage. Verizon.
We can reach them anytime. Cool.
You've got Horizon. There we go.
Horizon.
Oh my god. I love that.
That's so good.
Not my chaotic brain thinking the way you enunciated it, it was spelled differently.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh yes.
Oh no.
I mean, they will do anything for money, so... Verizon, that is.
This is true.
But, yeah, you guys, take off the planet, and you guys watch Scalad Column fade off into the distance.
Awesome.
And you guys are in space.
Can we see can we see space?
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
space.
can we-
There's
Oh, he's
there's
glued
full
to the
open.
window.
Yeah, like I said, this is showing like 360 view of the entire area. Or not 360 because you can't see below you, but you can see out and about.
I really want to do, like, once the game has moved forward a little bit, start building a Kingdom Hearts style, like, planet map for our game. I really want to draw that super bad.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, Phelan is just literally like nose to the glass, like just staring out into space.
Oh, same.
He's awestruck.
Nessa's right. Yeah, like Nessa is the same way, like right next to Faye with her nose against the glass, just absolutely starstruck as well.
Is this your first time off world?
This is
No,
well.
not for me.
I mean, I don't remember much about going from Traverstown to Scala, so for the most part, I don't know anything off of Scala at Caitlin.
That's
Nessa
fair.
is just like I've never been off world. This is so cool.
It's pretty vast out here.
Yeah, I don't think you can really get lost in it forever.
Yeah. You can. Dad and I came from Wayard, and I still remember my first time coming out here.
Nessa kind of perks up at that.
It's definitely something you don't forget.
What was your world like?
Yeah,
It was.
Nessa's just kind of interested.
It's a bit of a disaster, if I can say. So, our world is powered by a magix called synergy. It's very to spare the lecture. It's just something that is powered by what we call alchemy, but it's a little bit different than your alchemy. And only adepts can really use synergy. Well, synergy... The world is full of magic, and unfortunately, due to some situation, it's currently tearing itself apart.
Oh,
But
God.
not in the imminent
that's-
doom. So, the magic is unstable. If we let the magic flow free, it kind of tears at the world and creates rifts. My dad and I, for a while there, were actually going around and closing rifts before he became a Keyblade master and came here. Right now, my friends are back at home taking care of those things. But in my dad's age, when he was around, our age, the rifts didn't exist because some ancient civilization basically sealed away the world's synergy. But because they did that, it's like... trying to think of best example. Basically what was happening was, because the world was no longer getting that power source, they had to cut it off completely. So it was slowly killing the planet. So it's either let the planet thrive to the point of breaking, or let it slowly die out.
Seems like a lose-lose situation.
We make do. We're trying to figure out a way to permanently fix it, and that's why we're not there. It's one of the reasons why my dad still stays here and became a master, is resources. What if everything works, maybe we can even go to Wayard and connect it to Scala, and it'll help solve things. Then the synergy won't be balled up on this one world. It can spread out and not be so devastating.
I mean, I certainly think it's a interesting line of thinking.
Aelin sort of furrows his brow, and he just sort of looks back out into space.
Nessa is... she's not entirely sure how to feel.
At some
Chat, this is
Phelan mostly just
100% a subtle ad
Unsettled.
to go and play Golden Sun. It's a subtle, unsubtle ad. Go play Golden Sun.
It's one of my favorite RPGs. I will admit that Golden Sun is one of my favorite RPGs.
I 100% asked to do a Golden Sun plug.
Yeah, Phelan just looks a little bit disturbed.
At some point you do see Chatrithy, at some point somehow he got to the top of the dome and he just slowly down the side, face planted up against the dome, staring out into space.
Oh my gosh.
Pulling a claptrap almost.
He is our claptrap. He objectively is our claptrap,
Uh-huh.
and we love him for it.
Nessa just kind of goes over and is like, okay, Chatruthy, come here. And she just is like, come
But-
on, let's
But
just
space.
come on. I know, I get it. And then she picks him up and then shows, and then, you know, she also stares into space with Chatruthy in her arms.
At some point,
Making sure that he doesn't get into trouble.
At some point, Matthew reaches over and, putting the ship on autopilot, walks over to you, Faye, puts a hand on your shoulder, and everything all right?
Yeah. No, I was just thinking. You just know a lot. Like, about the world you came from. Like, people, friends, family. I know it's gotta be frustrating, like, seeing us keep all these secrets between masters and apprentices, but I think I would give it all up in a heartbeat to know half as much about myself as you do about yourself.
You know, I met someone a little similar to your situation once on my travels. They couldn't remember who or what they were, where they came from, anything like that. Great person. They had so much good in their heart. But when the time came and they could remember who they were, they remembered that they were sent to stop me and my friends from letting the rifts tear open. We had to fight them. Last I saw of them, they fell down one of the rifts, and that was it.
Guess some things
Nessa
are,
kind of turns around at that.
better left off not knowing.
It's not that, I don't think. I think it's more... It's not what you were, it's who you are now. Because I could tell that they were very conflicted. They didn't want to fight us, because they had grown to know us. And
So you're saying that whenever I find whatever happened out, I should remember this?
Yeah. Remember this. What you were doesn't make who you are now. Who you are now is what makes you who you are now.
Thanks, Matthew.
Yeah.
Sort of, he sits up with like his knees perched again and kind of like rests his chin on his knees and kind of looks out into space. He looks like he feels a little bit better though.
Is anyone hungry? I can start lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, Nessa totally
Sure.
perks up at that. Yeah.
Right on. We can go eat down in the mess hall. The autopilot's on. And he goes down and he puts one of the, he puts this, a couple of these blocks from a box into the, like, the toaster oven. Hits a setting, and after a few minutes, you guys smell like roast chicken.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Roast chicken.
And he opens
Oh
up
my gosh.
he opens up the oven, and there's just this roasted chicken with some oven oven baked vegetables mix. And he sets them out
Sorry.
onto the table and sets out plates.
Little bit, no.
Oh no, the dog's getting into stuff.
Uh-oh.
No, she.
Uh-oh.
I went to pick her up and she got scared and she fell backwards.
Oh,
She's okay.
Oh,
She
poor
knocked
baby.
something off the table and I was gonna scoop her up.
oh,
Here, baby.
Oh.
Come here, a little bit.
but yeah.
Nessa kind of goes over and she's like, I call the wings and the thigh. I call wing and thigh.
I can carve this up however we want.
She's a huge fan of dark meat. What can I say?
Fair enough.
Better option.
Yeah.
I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, I'm not picky.
Yeah. He carves up the chicken, gets you guys fed. Fast forward a couple of days. Unless
Nice.
anyone else had anything to do.
Some
I think I'm
point-
good.
At some point, Zen is gonna go over to where I assume people haphazardly laid their bags because we are chaos incarnate.
Probably.
And he's actually gonna grab his guitar case and sit in his hammock and play the guitar for a while people are just vibing.
There.
Okay.
After a few couple of days, you guys finally make your way to the treehouse. You can see it kind of coming up on the horizon.
God, that really is just a lot of stuff stuck together, isn't it?
Nessa is just like wide-eyed and she's like, can't, oh, God. And she's just like trying to be calm, but she's also vibrating.
Also, guys, I do not remember what they are called, but God, do I want one of those, like, snapping gun things that they have with the little, like, it's made out of wood and it's
The splanker.
sure.
Oh my gosh.
It's called the splanker. It's like spanker and plank. Splanker.
Oh my gosh. The splanker.
If I remember
Hello,
correctly.
welcome in. Thank you
Thank-
for the
I
sub.
just
Thank
found
you
it.
for
Oh my
the-
God.
Oh.
Thank you for the sub, Keto. Really appreciate it. Solid pine loaded artillery nicely kicks enemy rear.
God, I love the abbreviations. So ridiculous. Oh, we should come up with an abbreviation for our keyblades.
Oh no.
You said we were gonna get a
man.
debriefing. We never got a debriefing.
Yeah,
So-
what's our Keyblade abbreviation?
So you don't have to actually tell them like what the Keyblade abbreviation is. You can just call it a key or
Okay.
Keyblade.
Sounds good.
God. Kicks adult yourself. Blade.
Oh
No,
my
A lot
goodness.
of.
I don't know.
It starts
I'm
with an
tired.
E.
it has an
Like
E.
K-E. Yeah, there's
I-
an E.
Oh,
I will give you guys an abbreviation. It's
do not-
fine.
Eventually
It's
we'll
fine.
get
I will
there.
give you
We'll get
guys the
there.
abbreviation.
Brain difficult.
But you are informed that per just this document that Matthew has provided for you guys. You guys know that that's perfect, Keto. Actually, I will,
Oh my God,
will break
that's
scene for
amazing.
this.
Oh
that's
my
perfect.
god.
Thank
Kinetic
you,
enormous.
Keto.
Kinetic
Yeah.
enormous
Keto,
yet
you're
at
a
bombastic,
hero.
long and destructive edge. That's perfect. There you go. That is your Keyblade. Magic does not exist on this world.
So our
So-
keyblades are just
Uh-oh.
strapped to our back and made of wood and cardboard.
No, your
Oh,
keyblades are
please
still
don't.
your keyblades.
Well, we can't summon them in public, so I'm just gonna leave them on.
Yeah.
We just have to be careful.
Well, you can say that it's teleporting, technology, because they do have teleportation technology.
Oh yeah, they do.
All right.
Just very
Um,
high-tech weapon.
Yes, very high-tech weaponry. Any magics you'll have to make an excuse for actually, like, more tech, 2x4 technology.
I love that the Splinter
Kids-
has like an actual how it works. I love that.
There is a kids and adults, war basically going on between good kids and evil adults, with the kids next door being the operatives in order to do so.
What are kid and teen relations looking like right now? Is that the debriefing?
No.
Oh, beans.
Teens are also considered not kids. So they're
I'm just
also
checking.
considered evil.
We're
So
gonna be so small.
you guys are going to have to be kids.
Oh yeah, we're itty bitty.
The ship is designed to blend you guys into the worlds. It has a tech that will, as you guys drop in, change you to fit in with the world. If being in your normal forms will not do so.
All right.
It's just small. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
it probably won't change that much, right?
A couple of years. A little shorter.
You guys
Just fuck up your hair a little bit.
you guys get closer, and a little, like, dashboard thing crosses your screen, announcing the arrival of
Oh man. Ah yes!
Sounds!
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Nostalgia! Crying.
Oh my god, the nostalgia is real.
Oh, these sounds haven't been heard by my brain since I was like 6.
Oh my gosh.
I was still watching it when I was in like middle school or so. Reruns, but still.
Uh-huh.
you
It's
you
so
see
good.
crossing your screen
So good.
the Moon Base Treehouse. Driving past,
Astrid just looks up in wonder.
Oh man, this is our first real mission, guys. Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Can't
Oh,
say
man.
that anymore. Can't.
Matthew kind of turns back at you guys. All right, I'm gonna do a drive-by. There's going to be a teleporter in the loading area. It'll drop you into the world. Just text me when you guys are ready, and I'll bring you back in. Remember,
Our goal is to just find the
find the keyhole.
link. The keyhole.
Find the keyhole. Connect the link.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
All right.
good luck, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.
All right. And he drives he flies closer to the treehouse. And as you guys teleport in, do you guys sort of find yourselves in this hallway? And you look at each other. Each of you have changed. You look
Oh.
odd, younger.
Football head shape.
Like my head got slammed in a car door sideways.
There we go.
What?
Oh, it hasn't popped up yet. Oh,
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I hate this place.
Oh,
Is it too late? Can we text Matthew?
come on. We can do this. It'll be fine.
Nessa's just like Nessa's just like trying out her new form and like she's like, my sleeve, what? And she flaps
too?
her arms around.
Phelan sort of copies you like a little bit slower. Kind of like, oh yeah. Flap.
Oh.
My earlobe just feels a lot lighter, and so I just touch it and realize that my very hard to acquire earring is now made of cardboard, and I just sink a little.
Come
Okay.
on, Zen.
It's fine. We're just gonna find the keyhole. We're gonna play natural. We're not going to get involved in any conflicts. We're gonna leave.
As you say this,
The moment it leaves your mouth.
Oh no.
you feel
I
the
was doing it on
ground.
purpose.
You feel the ground shake, and you hear this loud explosion come from somewhere deeper within the base.
Oh, come on. Immediately.
And Nessa pulls out her keyblade immediately and is like, I guess we need to check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember the world order, everyone.
World border order.
Oh, jeez. Fucking yeah. I get my keyblade out and let's go see what's going on.
Yeah, you guys head deeper into the moon base, and following sort of the sound of miniature explosions, you guys make me. Oh, let's see here. What do I want you guys? What kind of roll do I want you guys to make me?
I don't like what he has to think.
I know, right?
Oh.
Woo woo.
The worst. Go back to brain rot.
Are you guys being stealthy?
Probably not.
No, if we're trying to maintain
Being honest, we're
in
probably-
character, we're probably just running.
Okay,
Yeah.
make me an investigation or notice.
Whatever's higher.
Whatever's
Whatever's
preferred.
higher, baby.
Whatever's preferred, you'll get different ones based off of what you roll.
Alright, it's notice for me. Yeet.
Oh,
I got a 5.
Okay. And that was
sorry,
notice.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Notice or
I got distracted.
no, you're fine. Notice or investigation. Whichever one.
I also got a 5.
On what?
Notice.
Okay.
Okay, here, let me roll here real quick. I got a 4 on notice.
Okay. Just barely, but you guys don't get lost. You start making your ways around the moon base. There's so many turns. So many turns.
I got such little legs.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
What?
You, Zen and Faye, you do see a couple of the rooms that you pass by. Like, there's an infirmary, there's an armory that you pass by at some point.
Is there anyone in the armory?
That's the thing. With how big this is, you would think there would be a lot of kids here. You haven't run into a single person.
That's
Is there stuff in the armory?
Are you gonna take a detour into the armory?
I kind of want to check out the weapons that they have.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
we can-
peek real fast.
We can peek real quick on our way.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so you guys step into the armory and you see a variety of odd items and weapons. You see a ton of splankers.
Oh,
You
wow.
Can I
s-
grab a splinker? Can I just grab a splinker?
yeah, and they're all marked too. They have like
Oh.
their name, the names written underneath each like cabinet and section. There's a splinkers. There's these like I don't remember what they're actually called.
They look like.
They look like mustard guns.
Oh yeah, I think they're just mustard guns.
It's called hot sauce.
We don't need a gun.
Um,
Can I just grab a splinker? I want one of those.
Yeah.
you do see this large like pesticide backpack, and it's called a back burner.
Oh, that's tight.
Black acidic
Oh.
coffee cannon blasts unperpulated nearly everywhere recklessly.
Oh my gosh.
I want to try and quickly take pictures of this stuff with my gummy phone as like ideas for Matthew to try out.
Yeah.
I just quickly snap a couple pics and I'm like, we gotta go.
You do see, and you also see these, it just looks like a normal pair of boots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Jetta boots.
Jetta boots.
Yep. And it reads, jet engine thrusted airlift boost operatives over tough stuff.
This just seems like unnecessary abbreviations at this point. Like, just say boots go zoom. Jeez.
Zoom boots.
I just I'm not confident enough to try on those boots or try them out.
Phelan kind of wants. Phelan's eyeballing them. He's debating it.
And then
Ben is
And then
just
Nessa
hanging in the
Do they
noticed
look like
door.
they can
this.
fit him?
Yeah, they have Jetta boots of all sizes.
Oh, Faye's gonna slip on
Nessa
a pair and he can get
notices,
away with
yeah,
it.
Nessa notices this, and she's like, "Just go for it, just do it."
The devil on his shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah, Phelan
Basically.
with encouragement is like, yeah, and he puts
Oh
them
god.
You do see yeah, you can put on the Jetta boots. You're not sure how they work? There's no like instruction manual?
Zen
if I
is
feel around
just
the
like
side, can I feel like a
anxiously
button?
looking out the door.
Yeah, there's nothing really out there. You do still feel the explosions. What were you doing, Faye?
Feeling around to see if I could find like a button or like a trigger anywhere on the boot.
You see, like, there's two indentions on the boots near the heels, and there's two, like, little prods sticking out. Like, you have to push the shoes together in order to,
Oh
like,
no.
Oh, like
so-
clicking your heels?
yeah, clicking your heels together sort of thing.
Oh, he clicks his heels together.
Oh, Faye. He just goes up. Just fucking Yum.
Make me a body roll.
Well, Faye is in the sky.
He figured out how it works. He has to try it.
You do also see that there's a few other things, like, not weapons, like there's the grappler. It looks like this wrist bracelet thing. And it says grabs readily available pipes, pulling leaders upwards hastily. It seems to be some sort of like grappling hook to attach to your arm.
I'm giving in. I'm taking the grappling hook for sure.
There's the
Phelan roll
I
rolled
like
a
my-
3, by the way.
Oh, we need to
three?
stop
Okay.
stealing shit.
there's also the last weapon I am going to mention is called the pickler. Propels innumerable cucumbers, capably leveling enemy ranks. It's almost like a machine gun, pickle gun.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
funny.
Nessa, totally.
But we can't.
But 3. Yeah. Faye, you click together, you raise up like an inch as the jets like push down through the heel. And in Nessa, you just watch as Faye just like, hey, I got boom, up into the ceiling. like through the
Oh, no.
ceiling.
Hey, Faye!
You
Is there anything I
take
can grab onto?
you take 2 points of damage as you go through metal.
Owie.
Oh no!
Okay, it's cartoon physics. We're fine.
And you seem to be up in some sort of like bridge area. And you see a bunch of Heartless just tearing into machinery and
Oh.
causing explosions.
Oh.
Is there anything I can grab onto so I can click my heels so I can kind of like drop but then hold on to something?
You make me another body roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one. Make me a driving roll.
Oh, huh?
Make what did you roll?
Oh, I exploded on my body roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. Keep rolling it then.
Okay, that is a 10 on my follow through.
You finally kind of figure out how to get it to work. And it's all based on like how you move your feet. And you notice like if you lift your feet up, it slows it down a little bit. So you control yourself. You are able to control yourself enough to land.
Okay, so I lower back down to where I was before.
But yeah, peeling through that metal was like going through more like through wood.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like it was definitely metal. But
it's also cartoon physics.
Yeah, cartoon
It's also
physics.
cartoons. Okay.
So
Oh, there's Heartless.
I just holler up. Faye, you okay?
Yeah, please.
Well, I landed.
Okay.
I landed back down again, and I look, and I just go, so there's Heartless.
Oh,
Of
where?
course
where?
there is.
And-
Let's
Nessa-
go.
Nessa immediately pulls out her keyblade.
We've already had him out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Phelan is just rubbing his head like, ow.
Can I
Hey.
cast a little cure spell?
are
Baby
are you so yeah,
Just
you
an
guys are
itty-bitty cure
Baby
spell.
cure?
you guys are climbing up into the through the hole.
Well, I took a grappling hook. So I'm gonna see
And
if
I've
through
learned
the
how to
hole I can see a pipe.
Use my boots.
Yeah, you can see a pipe.
I just got my splanker.
So I'm absolutely gonna try and use
You
the
can-
grappling hook.
You can attempt to jump up there. Like it's not that hard. You've
I wanna
jumped
use the
higher.
grappling hook.
I know, but like for Nessa, if you don't use any gadgets or anything, you can jump.
You can still get up, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that.
I just really want to use the grappling hook.
And you guys see there's a bunch of you can use a quick cure spell if you wish, for Faye. But you
Okay.
see there's just a ton of Heartless that seem to be running around with inventions of their own.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh god, they're learning.
And a few of them turn and face you.
Ooh.
And that's where we're gonna pick up next session.
No!